All right, guys, so we're starting the day 5 video today, and today we're just going to go over one example, okay? And this example is very similar to what we were doing on day 3 and basically our last example that we did yesterday. All right, so this is basically going to be another situation where we are going to connect or use both of the triangles. You guys know that the common factor between these triangles is the number of moles. So if I have a given in this triangle, but the one that I'm looking for is in the other triangle, I know that what I need to do is use this triangle with my given to find my number of moles, and then move the number of moles to this triangle to find whatever I'm looking for, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing I need to do is find the molar mass of H2SO4. All right, so H, I know that I have 2 times hydrogen plus sulfur plus 4 times oxygen. I know that hydrogen is 1.01 grams per mole. I know that oxygen is 16 grams per mole. And let me find sulfur, because I do not have that one just memorized off the top of my head. 32.07 grams per mole. Good. Sulfur is 32.07 grams per mole. So let's go ahead and substitute all of this into the equation. So it's 2 times 1.01 plus 32.07 plus 4 times 16. All of that, so capital M, is equal to 98.08 grams per mole. Remember, it's a good idea to get to know your calculator really well, know all the little things. Remember, guys, if you end up getting an answer that is in the form of a fraction, hit the little SD button. It'll turn it into a decimal for you. Okay? So now, I know my given is 98.08 grams per mole. I can see that they have given me my mass, which is 25 grams, because it says find the number of molecules in 25 grams of H2SO4. Okay? They gave me a mass in the question, which means that I know my mass. However, I'm looking for my number of molecules here. So let's see which triangle we can use. All right, so I have my molar mass and my mass, but I'm looking for my number of molecules or my number of particles, which means that in this situation, I have to find my number of moles and then use that to find my number of particles. So this is going to be a 2-step problem. So let's get started by finding our number of moles first. So N is equal to question mark and number of particles also equals unknown. So step 1, I'm going to just divide this into 2 parts so that we don't get confused. I'm going to look for N because, of course, I am using this triangle right here with everything that I know. So M divided by capital M. N equals little m divided by big M, or mass divided by molar mass, which is 25 grams divided by 98.08 grams per mole. The grams cancel out, and you end up getting 0.255 moles of your substance. Perfect. All right, so we were using this triangle here, N, M, M. Now I want to use this triangle. Now that I know my number of moles, I'm going to use this. So number of particles divided by N times Avogadro's number. So this is what I'm looking for right here. And I know Avogadro's number because it's a constant, and I also know my number of moles because I found it right there. So let's do this. So the number of particles is equal to n times Avogadro's number. If you get confused, you can always open it here and just double check. Avogadro's number is 6.022 times 10 to the power 23. So number of particles is equal to 0.255 moles times 6.022 times 10 to the power 23. So my number of particles, after putting it all into the calculator, is 1.53 times 10 to the power of 23 molecules. Okay? So that is my overall answer. As you can see, we were doing basically the same thing we've always been doing. Step 1, we had to find our molar mass. Step 2, we had to see what we knew and decide which triangle to use based on the knowns and the unknowns that we had. We found our number of moles, which allowed us to use the triangle that we really wanted. Remember, if you want to use this triangle, because this is the one that has your unknown, but you can't use it, all you need to do is find your number of moles and then use the next triangle, whatever the situation is. All right, guys, now if you're confused, you can go back and rewatch some of the previous videos. And of course, you can message me on Shobi and we can get through it all.